The Islanders win again. Hello, and welcome back to Belmont. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. The Islanders defeat the Buffalo Sabres 5-2, adorned in beautiful navy today. Let's talk about the game. The Islanders go down 33 seconds into this one. They, even when they're playing well, even when the franchise is in a good direction, they are a very charitable bunch when it comes to first career NHL goals. And Mr. Brisson, might be saying that wrong, makes it 1-0 on a camouflaged play in front. He just throws it from the boards towards the net. A little drive-by screen by the Sabres, and Varley can't see it. It's 1-0. Varley maybe a little bit off his angle on this one, but the screen definitely didn't help. So 1-0 Sabres, but the Islanders, I think, respond with a decent rest of the first period. They get chances. They have the majority of the puck, and generally, I actually thought, they come out of it down 1-0, but I feel confident that this team is going to, score in the second period. And they scored a lot. Matt Barzal. Whew. So the first couple of minutes, first about 5 minutes weren't great. The Sabres were actually able to build upon the 1-goal lead they had at that point. But the next 5 minutes would not go well for the Sabres. Matt Barzal, goal of the year for the Islanders, at least so far. A puck that just is rolling in the neutral zone, and it's Barzal and it's Ristolainen. Barzal wins the race and doesn't let the physical play of Ristolainen affect him. Ristolainen goes crashing into the boards. Barzal to the backhand, through the legs, and lays it by Carter Hutton, who actually played a really, really solid first period. And it's 1-0 Islanders. It's 1-1 in this game. Just a few minutes later, Beauvillier, great play in the neutral zone to steal the puck off of Eichel with a stick lift, carry it into the zone, find Brock Nelson streaking down the middle. The Sabres, really bad spacing with the defenseman in their own zone. Shouldn't have that much room for Nelson down the middle. He's able to rip one off the bar and in. I have been saying in our podcast episodes, Brock Nelson, I'll believe his confidence is back once he risks one of those in. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1 Islanders. Just a few minutes later, and the fourth line is working in the offensive zone, and Matt Martin gets one, flicks it over to Cal Clutterbuck. Clutterbuck just slams it into an empty net on a nice tic-tac-toe play, and it is 3-1 Islanders. But that's not all. J.G. Pageau, great forecheck just a minute or so later to keep the puck in the zone. Dal Cole goes to work with Pageau, keeping the puck along the boards. It gives time for Casey Cizikas to skate onto the puck as it becomes loose towards the net. 2-on-1, throws it to Mayfield. Mayfield rips it past Hutton, who has no shot at this one. And it's 4-1 Islanders at that point. And the game was over. They just kept pouring it on with the pressure in the second period. Actually, there were a few minutes where the Sabres played pretty well after the fourth goal went in. So that's a big asterisk. The game was kind of over from there. Reinhart, to his credit, has continued to be probably the best Sabre this year. He gets a tip goal, so he scores in both halves of not the back-to-back. The back-to-back will finish up tomorrow with the third straight game against the Sabres. And Reinhart has played well. I feel bad for him. He's one of the guys they should be building around in Buffalo, not trading. I know the other day I, on the podcast, kind of said, should they trade everyone? No. Reinhart is somebody that should stay. And, you would hope that they can find a way to keep Eichel around because, unless you knock that trade out of the park, you're getting worse by a lot. Anyway, Anders Lee, after it became 4-2 from the Reinhart tip early in the period where the Islanders killed off the weak call where Jeff Skinner skated into Mr. Mayfield, and this was called a penalty. This is not one I'm going to get on Mayfield for after being on him this week for having some bad clearances and whatever. And Anders Lee, after some great zone play from the Islanders, who controlled the third period as well, Barzal hands it off to Dobson. Dobson finds Anders in front, and he's able to get 2 whacks at it. The second one gets it to go. He beats former Islander Kyle Oposo to this one. And, kind of just your standard Anders Lee goal in tight where physically he wins the battle. And, I don't know. There's not much to say, unfortunately, with these 2 games against Buffalo other than job done well. Maybe you could say that the goalies haven't looked incredibly sharp, and that's just being really ridiculously, searching for something bad to say. But Isles win it. The reverse retro curse looked like it was on for the first 30 seconds, and they just play a really good game the rest of the way. They will see each other again tomorrow, headlining Hockey Day in America, or whatever it's called, NBC at noon. See how it goes, and keep it here for another recap tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be higher energy, but this is just one of those, good performance type games, and against a team that they should do this against. Anyway, we'll see you then. Bye.